Good morning, and welcome back to Advent, Reflections by the Well. Thank you for joining me on this Monday, the 11th day of Advent. Today, let's explore the theme of simplicity and how it can be a pathway to peace in our lives. In the hustle and bustle of our everyday life, there are moments that we tend to overthink and overwork our thoughts and events. It's in those times that simplicity can be a powerful ally, guiding us towards peace. Let us start today by finding a quiet, comfortable place, free from distractions. And if you can, dim the lights, light a candle, and close your eyes if you feel it's safe to do so. Before we start today's meditation and reflection, let us start with a short prayer. Dear Lord, help me to slow down, right now, in this moment, before I think of something else that I should be doing, as if it were really more important than you. Let me sit in this quiet place of your presence and soak up all that you have to say to me. Give me the patience and perception to do nothing else for these next few moments except to be totally, completely, and wonderfully centered on you. Amen. Now let us gradually call to mind our breathing, inhaling and exhaling. Take a few deep breaths. Inhaling deeply and exhaling fully. Start to be aware of God's presence in this moment. As you continue your breathing, just focus on the peace that you're feeling right now in the presence of God. Now, remaining in God's presence, gradually start to bring your attention to the present moment as we reflect on bringing peace in our life through simplicity. Let us listen to the book of Luke, chapter 10, verses 38 through 42, the story of two sisters, Martha and Mary, highlighting the importance of choosing simplicity in our approach to life. As they continued their journey, he entered a village where a woman whose name was Martha welcomed him. She had a sister named Mary, who sat beside the Lord at his feet, listening to him speak. Martha, burdened with much serving, came to him and said, "Lord, do you not care that my sister has left me by myself to do the serving? Tell her to help me." The Lord said to her in reply, "Martha, Martha, you are anxious and worried about many things. There is need for only one thing. Mary has chosen the better part, and it will not be taken from her." In this passage, Jesus encourages us to remember that simplicity is necessary in the pursuit of peace. When thinking of simplicity, let's consider prayer, for instance. Instead of turning it into a perfect, rigid act, what if we were able to find ways to simplify, to make it more accessible, easy, and natural? This allows prayer to bring the peace that it's actually intended for, rather than becoming a rushing obligation. Are there ways that you can implement prayer in your day-to-day, in your minute-to-minute, and moment-to-moment, calling the presence of God? And as we navigate this holiday season, let's reflect on ways that we can simplify tasks and obligations. Are there any areas that we can strip away any unnecessary complexities and find peace that simplicity brings? When gathering with loved ones, consider ways to divide tasks, or maybe let go of some less important details, and focus more on the time actually spent with loved ones. Maybe instead of elaborate Christmas cards, maybe a simple phone call can foster a real heart-to-heart conversation with that loved one. As we conclude today's reflection, let us embrace the simplicity in our prayers, our tasks, and our connection with others. Tomorrow we'll continue our journey through Advent with renewed hearts. Until then, may the simplicity of today bring you a deep sense of peace. Thank you for joining me today on Advent Reflections by the Well. As we continue our journey throughout this sacred season, I invite you to share the warmth of these reflections with others. Your support can help us reach more hearts in need of hope and inspiration. If these reflections have resonated with you, consider subscribing to this podcast and leaving a review. Your words can be a guiding light for others seeking a moment of spiritual contemplation. For those desiring additional faithful inspiration beyond this podcast, follow me on Instagram at _bythewell. There we can continue our journey together, sharing reflections, thoughts, and moments of spiritual connection. For more information, look in the show notes of each episode. Your presence and support mean the world to me. Let's spread the light of hope and reflection as we continue this Advent journey together. Take care and have a blessed day.